Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Daily Stock Market End of Day Update. And you can see SPY up 0.87%, triple Qs up almost 0.85%. And I told everybody end of day on Friday who are not my subscribers, I was giving you free advice on Friday that look at this. This is where we closed on Friday, end of day. And go watch my videos end of Friday. I told you this is not where you short. You short near red lines. This is where you buy. And see what happened today from the buy zone. Even if you look at my advice, you took it. If you bought after market on Friday or if you bought pre-market on Monday, looking at my advice, you would have made almost 1%. S&P 500 was up almost 1%. NASDAQ, you can see on Friday straight, touch green lines to the highs of the day. 1% this as well. US 30. You can see again on Friday, I told everybody this is not the time to short. US 30 Dow Jones up 1.32% and Russell 2000, although it had a dip, but it was same dip as Friday. Even Russell 2000 was up, you can see almost 0.82%. I told my subscribers this morning, I gave them pre-market update, and this update came around, let's say Monday, today morning. I gave them update around 8:30. S&P 500 was here. I revised their memories. I told them this is where you need to buy. We're closer to green lines. I gave them levels, and people bought SPY. I told them you have to buy SPY for US 500 and triple Qs for US 100, which is NASDAQ. Even if you bought this morning after my video, easily made 0.8%. See, you can buy call options. I told everybody this is not, no matter what people are saying, these indicators are never wrong. They could be wrong maybe 5 to 10%, 90% of the time, which is a very good average for an indicator to be right. These are always right. And if you want to know more and if you want to know pre-market trades, you can join my channel. It's only like $6 a month, which is very cheap. And if you just listen to my advice like today pre-market, you could have made more money for the entire year subscription, right? It's like $6 a month. It's like 72 bucks a year. That's it. You could have made more than that in one trade, and there's nothing to lose. And if you don't like it, just cancel next month. It's this no term on this. Okay, guys, if you don't want to join, that's also good. You can listen to free advice, which I'm giving end of day. So we'll start with this. We'll start with levels. You can see US 500. This is S&P 500. We close right in the middle, which is no trade zone. We buy on the green lines. We sell on the red lines. So what that means, there is two possibilities. This can still go as of now around 10-18 p.m. Eastern. This can still go as high as 0.4%, or it can dip from here to buy lines around 0.52%. Now these levels will change in the market, in the morning, because this is running 24/7, and I'll give new levels to my subscribers. So we'll know in the morning if we are here near the sell zone, then we know most likely we would like to take profits. If you bought here, I told my subscriber you can take initial investment out, let your profits running, and as soon as it touches this red line, you can take exits and get out of all your positions. So we'll see if in the morning we are here, depending on where these lines are, we'll look to short or we'll look to sell, and then we'll wait for this to fall again in the green lines, and then we'll buy again. Easily you can make 1 to 2% every day. NASDAQ 100, same thing in the middle, and you can see the levels here. From here, it still has a way almost at minimum 0.82%. It's upside for 15,481, and it can still go from here to here around 0.6%, 15259. That will be a great buying opportunity. So in the middle, we don't do anything in the middle. We just wait for these stocks to go one of two ways. US 30 came to the sell zone. You can see it's near the sell zone. This is where it can go at least to middle white line, 35,323. It can come here and then bounce. So that's possible, but here you should only be looking to take short rates or put options, which is DIA ETF for US 30 and Russell 2000. Let's quickly look. Russell 2000 is closer to buy zone, but let's see in the morning where it lands. If it comes in these green lines, we'll look to buy IWM ETF. Now, if you look at my weekend update on Sunday, remember we are in a bull market, okay? So no matter what people are saying, the price action we have seen, a lot of big stocks are making new all-time highs. This doesn't happen on bear market, okay? No matter what people are saying, sorry guys, we are in a bull market. So if you're taking short positions around red lines, you gotta be very quick in taking profits, okay? So today was a day, things which are looking good are gold. So gold is bouncing, although it's down 0.16%. It's bouncing a bit now after hours, but I think gold will soon find a bottom. And I'm myself on gold miners, which is sorry about that, guys. I'm recovering from a cold, so sorry about that breathing noise if you hear, because my nose is literally closed. Okay, so gold miners is what I'm holding. It was down 0.78%, but it's in the buy zone. And even gold, it's coming closer to buy zone. So this is what I'm holding. Silver is also kind of getting very close to the buy zone, but still a bit away. But if it falls below 22.74, look to buy. Triple Qs, these are levels for tonight. Let me again add extended hour sessions so you know how these things shape up. So it's in the middle, you do nothing here. So triple Qs can go from here easily. It can go at minimum 378. So from here around 0.8% up it can go, which is very similar to Nasdaq 100. So which can also go around 0.8% up from here, 0.7, 0.8%, which are similar levels. So I'm still looking for triple Qs to go 0.7, 0.8% up to 378.02 before I take profits. I'm also holding triple Q trades because it was in a buy zone and that was a very, very good trade. And I cannot afford to lose those trades, okay? And natural gas, massive pump, almost 6.5%. And if you look at my videos, I was telling everybody natural gas was giving away some buying opportunities. It was in the buy zone for a couple of days. And I told you guys, end of day, this is the buy time you buy. And boom, natural gas went up almost 7%. And from the buy zone to the top here, from the buy zone to the top, today almost 10% up. Very easy trades. This indicator is really, really good. Oil, now in the middle, we don't do anything. Again, oil is just bouncing from sell zone to the buy zone. Now it's in the middle, nothing to do here. Hang Seng Index down minus 1.82%. You know what this means? This means you need to buy Chinese stocks. This means you need to buy tomorrow. If it's here, pre-market, I don't know how levels will show up. I will let my subscribers know. But if we are here, this is where you buy Alibaba. This is where you buy Baidu. This is where you buy Chinese ETF, which is CQQQ, or you can buy this one MCHI. These are the ETFs, Alibaba. These are you should. This is where you should be looking to buy Chinese stocks. Okay, and it looks like Hang Seng Index is telling us to buy. Bitcoin, I told my subscribers it was here in the afternoon. I told everybody this is where you should be looking to buy. And if you have bought here, then massive. I said this is when I recorded a video in the afternoon. I told exactly this is where you should be looking to buy. It's going to bounce very soon to the red lines, and exactly that's what happened. And you can ask my subscriber, and you can comment here if you're watching this video. Exactly that happened. I told everybody it's here. 12 o'clock, it's going to bounce very soon to red zone. Whoever bought Bitcoin, easy 1.5% trades. Ethereum, I told same thing in afternoon. It's here. I'm like, this is the time you got to buy Ethereum, and it bounced rapidly after that. 1.3% on Ethereum. So now where is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is in the sell zone, still a bit away, but I'm not interested if it goes up above 29,199. Look to short for quick. If it falls below 28,953, look to buy. Ethereum, same thing. 1818 and below, look to buy. Copper in the buy zone. CPER is the ETF. Wheat, massive pump. Again, wheat was up almost 4%. And same thing with wheat. Last couple of days, it was telling us to buy in the buy zone, and massive pump today, almost 5% up today. And now it's in the middle, so we don't do anything in the middle. Corn is in the buy zone. Soybeans in the buy zone, it was down almost 2.5%, but this is where you got to buy soybeans. You got to buy soybeans when they are red. You don't want to buy stuff which is green. Sugar is also coming to the buy zone. Very good time to buy. Let's quickly look at stocks which are in the buy zone. Newmont Mine, with biggest gold miner in the buy zone. XLK Tech ETF just came above buy zone. Still very good time to buy XLK. And let's look at XLE. Nothing to do here. XLU in the buy zone. Let's see if there's anything else selling. Tesla was in the buy zone. I told my subscribers, this is where you gotta buy. It's coming here. I told afternoon, in the morning, if it falls here, these levels were given, and it was down almost 3.5%, and now it recovered. Now it's in the middle. If tomorrow Tesla falls below 248.41, look to buy. Same thing with Apple. I told everybody to buy. It was down 3%. I said it's in a third standard deviation. It has to bounce. Whenever a stock comes in near third standard deviation, the probability increases very significantly that it's going to bounce to at least red lines. So even from here, Apple can go from here as far as at minimum 3.4% upside to 185. So Apple is looking to find bottom, looking good. Sorry, I'm just going to review red stocks. ARKK is looking at it in the buy zone. Shopify is also in the buy zone. Snowflake's in the middle, nothing to do here. Uber, near buy zone. Verizon, near buy zone. And Enbridge, it bounced and then it came back. It bounced like almost 1% from here. And then it sold again, came to the buy zone, and now it's in the middle, so we don't do anything here. And stocks like Pfizer, Zoom, I was telling everybody Pfizer is in the buy zone. Look what happened. Last couple of days it was in the buy zone, and look, boom, massive went to the sell zone. Almost 2% up today. So amazing trades here. I was telling Walmart was in the buy zone. This morning I told everybody pre-market, this is in the buy zone. Look what happened. 1.36 up. Coca-Cola was in the buy zone, up 0.8%. So Starbucks was in the buy zone this morning. And you can see all these stocks, how nicely these predict. McDonald's was in the buy zone. I remember because I told everybody, look to buy this. And Zoom is still in the buy zone. This was way below here, almost 2-3% down. Still in the buy zone. And let's look at Target. Closer to the buy zone. Give me a second, guys. Target is close to buy zone. Palantir bouncing now in the middle, nothing to do here. Plug is in the buy zone. AEHR is in the buy zone. SE in the buy zone. Riot, somebody told me to do Riot. It's sold off and recovered, still in the buy zone. Okay, so Riot will do as whatever Bitcoin will do. Let's quickly look at daily charts and see how things are shaping up. Let's get rid of this indicator. Let's get our original indicator, 10-in-1 moving averages. So let's recover what we told over the weekend. SPY. So I'm looking for two scenarios here. Let me hide this indicator. So on SPY, I told you guys there are two scenarios, and this is one scenario. The second scenario is my preferred scenario, which I deleted. It did not save, so we go fill this gap first. Okay, and then we come back and then we go higher. All right, no matter how we go, we're heading higher. All right, so that's what I told subscribers and even everybody, that look to buy the dip. This is possible. This dip is it now. We will fill this gap later. You see this gap around 443. It's possible we fill this upper gap first, then we go down, fill this gap and then go higher. Or it's possible we go down, fill this gap and then go higher. Okay, no matter how we go, the end goal is higher, and my target is 480. So we're getting higher from here. All right. So same template you can follow on everything. Triple Qs looks like we're bouncing. So looks like we don't want to fill this gap first. So probably we're going to go from here, fill this gap first, then probably come back and then go higher. All right. So at the end, we're going to new highs, and S&P 500, if it came so far here, right now it's around 450. Stock market looks like the market makers wants to see a new all-time high by end of this year. This is what this chart is telling me. Okay, and let's quickly look at gold. So gold, below this trend line, you can see this trend line, it's below this, but this could be stop rate very close. I'm not convinced. I think gold can recover any day, and it's going to be a massive candle here. So I'm going to get rid of this. I am expecting a massive bounce anytime. And I know CPI date is, I think Thursday CPI data is coming, so maybe it will just chop around here and then bounce heavily. We'll see how it goes. Gold miners are below this trend line, but not convincingly selling off. So it looks like a stop trade, and I think any day you can see short-term time frame. It's in the buy zone. Any day it can go and fill this gap, which is around 7% higher. Okay, so very good time to buy gold miners in my opinion. Let's quickly look at natural gas long-term massive bounce. So again, back on this trend line, this was a stop rate, came down and immediately recovered. Very bullish. Nothing else other than bullish. Oil is also bullish. Buy the dip. So any dips you get, look to buy. And Bitcoin, right on this trend line, you can see support, support, support. Right on this trend line, I think Bitcoin is ready to bounce any day now. So maybe it will wait for CPI day. I don't know. You don't want to miss this opportunity. You need to buy Bitcoin like right now. I don't think there's a lot of downside. Ethereum also going down. We might adjust this trend line like this. You can see how nicely it's getting adjusted. Multiple tags of this trend line, right on this trend line, getting ready for a bounce very, very soon. Ethereum as well. Okay, bonds bottomed here. Now looks like it's going higher. TLT is something you should be looking to buy. Dollar dipped, looking to go higher. If this thing fails, I think this might fail. It made a new low, not a new low. It made a low, but I think this bounce should fail soon. So what I prefer is this. I prefer this one will fail and go lower. All right, that's what my preference is. Copper in the buy zone. Look to buy copper here. Wheat bouncing. It did not come here, but if I bring moving averages back on, I can see it's back testing it. Little bit of selling, but if it closes above here, 657.4, that's going to be very bullish. Okay, so wheat made new high, then higher low. This low is higher than this low, so I think wheat is looking good to bounce from here. I don't know if it's going to come back to this trend line, so for now I'm going to get rid of this. Looking for higher prices on wheat. Corn looks like a stop rate. You can see divergences are happening here, even it's going lower with higher divergence. So I'm looking for an upside move on corn very soon. Soybeans right on the support zone. You can see it can even go a little bit lower from here. You can see the whole range is here. This is the buy range, and it should find some support here very, very soon. And looking for bullish pressure on soybeans as well. Sugar not able to go above this trend line. Back tested it, selling off. It really needs to recover to go higher. So commodity should long term go higher. So this is still a good time to buy sugar before it goes higher and goes to a new high. You need to buy now when things are going down, not when things are higher. Look at sectors. XLK right on this 50 EMA, looking for a bounce. XLK major factor is Apple. That's why it's selling, but this is a very good time to buy. I think Apple is going to go to new high again. XLE just consolidating, looking for lower prices, looking for some weakness in oil, which I don't see yet. XLV, you can see very nicely fill this gap, now going higher, so I think it's going to go and fill this gap. XLV healthcare is looking very nice. XLU stop rate, you can see if I zoom in below this trend line, looking for this to recover very soon and bounce. NEE is the biggest utility stock. You should be looking to buy this as well. This one is also, you can see new lows, but you can see what's happening here. There's some divergence on RSI, and you can see even on PPO there's some divergence here. Okay, new lows with divergence, which is telling me this should bottom very, very soon. XLI, you can see the gap is not filled. If you go to 1 hour chart, this gap is not filled, doesn't need to fill now. Let me get these regular trading hours. You can see this gap is not filled. Looks like they want to fill the upper gap first before it goes down. So we're going to go back to daily chart. So looks like it wants to go fill this gap first and then come down based on what I see right now. XLRE, again same thing. Looks like it wants to go higher first before it goes lower. So maybe it will fill these couple of gaps before it goes down. XLF up 1.4%, doing same exactly what I said. It can go slightly more higher, then it can come lower. Look at some tech stocks. Tesla, this looks like a reversal candle. So it's quite possible a short-term bottom is in. It can go maybe fill this gap before it comes down to fill this bottom gap, or it can come down to fill this gap and then go. But I think right now it looks like it wants to go higher. This could be, sorry, this could be the short-term bottom on Tesla. And short-term time frame do tell us to buy Tesla. Netflix up. Looks like it could go higher to fill this gap before it goes lower. So Netflix is also looking bullish. Google is very bullish. Still more upside before going lower. Microsoft looks like very close to the trend line. So also there's a gap fill here. Can go fill this gap before it comes lower. Meta, same thing. Fill this gap coming lower. Apple looks like very close to this gap here, which is around 175.69. I do expect tomorrow to fill this gap, and that would be the bottom, okay, if that happens. So from here, if Apple goes to all-time highs, if it fills this gap, almost 12% up, which is possible, okay. Amazon, massive pump, and we can draw this trend line like this. Still this gap is here around 144. Still it's going to go higher to fill this gap before I can see any weakness on this. NVDA, not interested in this. Too much value higher compared to earnings per share estimate. It could go higher before it comes lower, but they look at multiple gaps downside. I'm not interested. AMD also looks like it's going to pump first before it goes down, okay. Alright guys, that's about it today. I'll keep it short. All right, somebody asked me to look at Riot. Let's quickly look at Riot's daily chart. You can see what's happening here. I don't see any divergence. You can see higher highs or PPO is showing a little bit of divergence here. A little bit of divergence. RSI no divergence. Also, I got this red sell signal here. But the good news is it's on this support. Also, you can draw this trend line from here on Riot, which is like very similar to Bitcoin's trend line. So if Riot falls lower on this trend line, look to buy it. But it could have also it's right on support here. If you look at this box, let me quickly draw this box. This box here, you can see there's a little bit of support at the bottom as well. If I really want to draw this box, it's still possible it can go a little bit more lower. If that happens, look to buy. Maybe on CPI day it will sell, and this is your trend line you need to watch, okay. So anywhere around 13.5, 13.7. So from today's close, still if it goes around 10%, 11%, that will be really good time to buy Riot, right? And that will be probably the bottom on Riot before it goes higher. Alright guys, that's about it today, and hope this is helpful. And again, if you want to join my channel, only $6. Very interesting trades here which I'm sharing. And on your way back, please hit the like button, thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it, and have a good night. Bye.